thank you all for being here. This is an awesome opportunity for us to do our ribbon cutting ceremony and to thank all of our city officials and to our community for this day. So first, I would like to have our mayors who are going to come and say a word, and then our board member Eric Silverman, and then we're going to have our students do the actual ribbon cutting. So first, we're going to have who's going to go? Who's going first? Mayor Infill from University Heights.
Thank you and hello everybody. And I'm so happy to be with you here on such a glorious day and for such a fantastic and wonderful occasion as the opening of this landmark, gorgeous, beautiful high school, a real showpiece for both communities and something that I have heard people talking about, potential developers coming to University Heights from out of town as they would land at the airport and go downtown for meetings and then drive up Cedar to get into University Heights. Every single one of them would say, what is that building that we are seeing on Cedar Road? Is it a college? Is it some fancy hotel? What are we seeing? And I said, that's our new high school and it's going to be open soon. So I'm really excited and I know I share your excitement at this new wonderful facility. And I also thought that it was so cute when I first came into the building this morning that I heard teachers saying the exact same things that we know students will be saying. They were saying things like, hey, you're back. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. And then they said things like, do you know where the bathrooms are? And I thought you're going to be hearing a lot of that, I think, as the students come back and get to enjoy the new high school. So my congratulations to all of the facilities people, all the planning teams that put this together. Obviously, the city of Cleveland Heights was very actively involved. We're so proud of this new building. We share your pride and joy. And on behalf of the city of University Heights, congratulations, and may I be so bold as to say welcome to the new high school.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Stevens, Mayor of Cleveland Heights, and I want to thank those of you who are the professionals who helped deliver this property and this project to our community. Part of our team, my council colleagues, Mary Dunbar and Michael Unger, and our city manager, Tanisha Briley, we were very concerned about this and we were very supportive of it. But now you have the responsibility for delivering a platform that allows our youth to springboard into the future. This is the most important thing. Even though they don't always want to spend time here, education is what allows us to achieve our full potential. And right now, our potential, our youth's potential is so important. And we're the kind of people who make America what it really is. We have a little bubble here, and I refer to it regularly. We're special, we're artsy, and we believe that we should be a bigotry-free zone. And for those kinds of things, you, who are the guardians of our youth and our youth, who we're having classes, is it 18, 19, 20, and 21 that are now in this building as of today? You have part of the future that will keep things like Charlottesville from happening in Ohio. Thank you, and God bless America and Cleveland Heights. Thank you.
My name's Eric Silverman, member of the school board, class of '87. Usually they try to keep me on script, but it's warm, and most of one of my remarks are going to be is really thanking folks that, for the most part, maybe you don't know who they are, you don't know their role in this, but they've been vital in getting us to where we are today. The first one would be three folks. One of them is probably here in the audience. Megan Zender McMahon, who's class of, I'm going to out her here, class of 1990. Jennifer Shriver-Lang, class of '85, and Gina Sagnor-Drobnik, class of '89. They were members of the Alumni Foundation back in the early 2000s. They were part of a team that came up with a vision, the idea of a lot of things you'll see the DNA of this building, of taking down the science wing, mini auditorium, renovating the building. Their idea became sort of the seeds of what you see here today. Our friend from Studio Techna, the architects who did the library and other projects, they took that vision and made it into really beautiful drawings that we kept the flame alive, if you will, for a number of years. Next person I want to, next three actually, three trustees from the Alumni Foundation. Harold Mendez, class of 45, who was a amazing mensch. He and his wife Barbara have given thousands of dollars for scholarships for students, for graduating seniors. Jenny Collier, or Jenny Jansen now, class of 87, who was integral in the Spirit Wear program we ran for a number of years. And the last one would be J.D. Masengo, class of 1978, who was a treasurer for 16 years, who basically allowed us to operate on a shoestring budget for all those years. Next one would be, and this would be a surprise, I want to thank Doug Hoyer. I didn't like Doug Hoyer a lot, didn't agree with him on a lot of things, but he said to us for every year we would say, oh, next year we're going to do something at facilities. Next year, it sort of goes like a Passover Seder. Next year we were going to do something. It never came to fruition. As much as I disagree with Doug on pretty much everything, he did get us off the sidelines and get us to actually view that we can make this a reality. Let's see my next thank you. So, there's no podium, so I can't keep my notes. Last one, I got a few more. I would give thanks, I don't know how many in the audience, our trades and our ground crews and our support staff. I'm in front of a bunch of educators after an excellent speaker, so I have to speak to our grouds and our trades, because those folks, they're here first thing in the morning, they're here late at night. I've seen them firsthand, the hard work they do. And one of the things is on the assessment committee for this project is you didn't realize just how dire we needed this to happen until you went behind the scenes. And the reason why the buildings look as good as they do is because of the work they had put into them. So I want to thank them for their hard work and dedication. The next one is, I know he's here somewhere, and I don't want to thank him, I have to thank him. Brad Callender, where's Brad? Brad had been with us only a few months when we hit a rough patch, shall we say, in this project. And the superintendent tasked him to give us additional oversight on this project. And I hate to think how this project would have turned out if we had not had Brad's experience and dedication to work on this project. And particularly since the man lives, I think my commute 15 minutes is long. I don't know how he comes every day in and out from how far south he lives, but I want to thank him personally and publicly for his hard work and dedication on this project. My last thank you is someone none of you maybe know. Chuck Collins, class of 87. The Thursday before Election Day in 2013, I got a check from Chuck for $100. $100 meant I could buy 3 rolls of stamps. 3 rolls of stamps means I can mail 500 voters. So I went to my mailing list, found 500 voters in parts of the city I hadn't campaigned that heavily in. Mailed those postcards out. On our election night, bond issue was a runaway success. For a school board, for the 3 of us running, it was 450 votes separated 4 candidates for 3 seats. I won by 150 votes. When I got the election results, I saw that in the 3 precincts that I had targeted, I did far better than I did anywhere else. So thank you to Chuck Collins. Now I'm going to skip the next portion because I'm trying to avoid being emotional because it takes away from the demeanor I've tried to engender for years of being a hard ass. So I'm going to try to avoid that. Jackie Bloxon knows. That's why she helped me at graduation. I got elected the first time in 1993. That was 28 years ago. And in those 28 years, I served on the school board for 8 years, library board for 7, 4 more on school board, Alumni Association, Alumni Foundation. And come January, I'm done. I'm not tapping out because I won't be up for re-election. So it's been 28 years. 28 years to get to today. Also, $100 million. Give or take, $100 million. So now I'm going to go to my sort of prepared remarks. On Monday, we turned this over to you, our staff. We place in your hands the fate of our children, our homes, and our community. My term on the school board ends in December, and I am not running for re-election. I ask that you treat this building, this district, and our children as you would your own. We have now, possibly for the first time in 100 years, the best building for a public or even private high school in this region. While I'm not blind to the challenges you face every day, I ask that you, our staff, do everything possible to give us a reputation and student success that is good or better than this building. This community and I have done our part. and I hope that you will do yours as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you all. Again, our theme is Culture of Excellence. Starts here. This is a beautiful building. I echo all the sentiments for everyone. Let's have a great year. All right.